It is an absolute dream to work with people that are just curious about who they really are. There's no big major trauma that's happened in their lives, and so they just want to work out some adjustments with decision making, maybe pointed goals, or they're dissatisfied with where they find themselves in relationships. These are the best brains to work with, because IFS therapy is just going to say, okay, well, tell me about last evening when you wanted to finish your project, but you suffered from procrastination. And this person can describe, well, yeah, it's a real jittery part. And I'm like, and what is its goal? Well, it wants to just relish the moment. It doesn't want to have to go through the hard, icky process. And that's for most of us. Okay, a big trauma is, one of those that are going to land you in the courtroom. Okay, I get it. Sexual abuse, physical abuse. What we can't always quantify is the suffering that goes on inside, because that's little t trauma and nobody escapes it. It can be through the perception and the judgment that you have towards yourself that either cracks that whip and charges you forward to make decisions. Who cares about the aftermath or the people's feelings you hurt? And therefore you sulk. And you have to figure out a way to get yourself out of this debilitating cycle. Well, that's just the way it is. That is how we are as human beings. So little t trauma is going to be the ways in which, okay, I was young and I was told to finish my project. And I finished my project because I was going to gain the reward of being able to play outside. And then mom and dad said no. How did mom and dad say no? Was it, I'm sorry, sweetie, it's too late now and there's not enough time for you to get your bath before you get to bed, so we're not going to be able to play outside tonight? Or was it, no, don't ask me again? Or was it, boy, are you asking me yet again? I already told you the answer and you know what's going to come next. These things matter, okay? That is how trauma is made. It creates this emotional eruption inside when we're small that says, I better not ask daddy again. I ain't even going to ask mama to go outside, even though I did my project and I got an A. And all of these unspokens, all of these fear-mongering ways in which we shrink back and we don't step out into accomplishing our goals, to doing things for ourselves, we become codependent, we become quiet, we become bitter and resentful, or we become a procrastinator or somebody who doesn't finish our projects. All of this is made, all of these are trauma responses, but when we just break them down bit by bit, then they're not big and scary anymore.